what we need in this world is more emotionally conscious men. We need more maturity, right? And a large part of that is learning to grieve the past versions of ourselves. And that can be a really painful experience if we've never as men been shown how to grieve. Have you learned to let go of what no longer serves you? For men, I believe this is so important. For me on my journey, it has been so important. We can, as men, and women of course, but I'm talking specifically to men, get stuck in the patterns of our boyhood and adolescence in adulthood. One of the common phrases you'll hear here in the UK or wherever you are, I don't know whether you have it there, but certainly here in the UK, is when a woman says to another woman, "How are the kids?" and they say, "Yeah, the 2 kids are fine, and the third," meaning the father. And there's this real perception that men never grow up. It's a real part of our culture, like, boys will be boys kind of mentality. And we need to scratch that. We need to get rid of that, because what we need in this world is more emotionally conscious men. We need more maturity, right? And a large part of that is learning to grieve the past versions of ourselves. And that can be a really painful experience if we've never as men been shown how to grieve, right? How do you surrender to the letting go of those parts? How do you firstly conceive that needs to be done, right? I think from my own experience, I know that you will experience this in a heaviness, in a feeling of meaninglessness, in a depression, in a what's the point, in a I'm not moving anywhere, I'm not getting anywhere, in repeating phrases that you used to use as a child, predominantly as a teenager. I think for so many of us men, the teenage parts are difficult. We can get stuck in the mindset and the language of the teenager. Is your language evolving? Have you noticed that you're still saying the same thing at 40 as you were when you were 19? Isn't that a bit strange? Haven't you realized that those phrases and ways of being no longer serve you in your adulthood? Are you ready to conceive that there are parts of yourself that need to be let go? That there needs to be a deep surrender so that you can fully embody the man that you wish to be today. A lot of this requires a certain amount of introspection and connection, right? For me, a lot of therapy, a lot of group therapy, a lot of coaching has enabled me to gain that deeper awareness. A lot of meditation, breath work. Breath work, hugely powerful tool and something that I've used myself very much and offer in my services to open up men and women, but specifically speaking to the men here, to let go and grieve. And in that process, the awareness can come through afterwards of, okay, right. Sometimes we just need to literally surrender and let go emotionally. And we can learn how to do that. Then we can learn to be inquisitive as to what was happening in that. But a large part of the problem is we get stuck in the why as men, right? Well, why do I feel this way? And why is it I keep thinking about that? And why? And we drive ourselves a little bit bonkers with why. And if we can just let go and trust, and that's why receiving the solid support of mental health professionals, anyone who can hold space, and we can all hold space, right? Provided it's boundaried, to enable the individual to be able to let go and feel fully into those feelings. And then my experience has been that the awareness then comes in as a result. And it's a difficult process, right? It's a difficult process learning to grieve. I do believe grief is the strongest emotion and it needs to move through us like a wave. And we cling to the past. It's really normal for us to cling to the past if we don't have a good grounding in the present. So grieving is about being fully present in the now, honouring everything that has been in the emotion that wants to move through now. Our bodies get jammed up with grief. Our bodies get jammed up with unresolved issues from the past. So we really need as men to learn how to grieve our past selves if we want to show up in the authentic power of who we are in the present day and who we want to be, but keep slipping. Maybe it shows up in the way that you snap with your partner. Maybe it shows up in your people pleasing, and show up in any manner of ways that aren't aligned to the man that you know you can be. And grief is such a key to be able to let go and embrace the new. So there's lots more to be said on that, but that's just a little introduction on grief. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment below, let me know your thoughts, and we can elaborate on this conversation, sending so much love and light to you all, and especially to the men out there.